Good evening, Associate Professor Doris. This is the critique to my video assessment. As we know, the initial assessment looked at Michelle, who's a 38-year-old mother of two with a partner who's going through breast cancer. Outlined in the AASW codes, I did mandatory reporting and reinforcing that but it was not only just for Michelle but also for her children and her partner, that anything traumatic that may be explained, we are mandatory reporters. But I initially didn't introduce myself, and that's a broken flaw within the introduction. Was also building a relationship. How could Michelle build a relationship with me without even knowing my name? And that's something that potentially I felt comfortable with my partner, because we're classmates. Putting that aside, it's something that I have to build on and work upon. That I am a student social worker, and I am learning, and I should have initiated that from the outgoing. But I did try to demonstrate effective cognitive empathy and reinforcing and validating the feeling or emotion that Michelle was portraying, and sustaining question like, what did the initial process involve, or where would you like to be in 6 months? And as I said, in remission. And that's basically going back to Egan, and further consideration and validation, as I said, and the meetings, and a true reflection of who I am. It would be to give a person hope amongst a dark time, and that is outlined within both the empathy as well as the study of Hogan in relation to, as I said, 6 months time, putting the imagination and showing that empathy and giving that holistic strength, and try and pass on not so much advice but wisdom, and try and put that person into a positive light amongst a dark time. Obviously, I'd need to work on my skills in a huge way, understanding of the anxiety, what initiated or what feelings brought about the initial cancer diagnosis. And these are things that will come through time, and only experience can do that. And at this learning stage, obviously, no doubt, I've got much more to learn. But in saying that, though, there were times I did try and show that genuine, holistic, empathetic, caring, nurturing side in order to get Michelle to be herself and feel validated, as I said, and using little things like nodding my head. Although one thing I would point out of myself was often, verbally saying yes, 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 yes. That's not such a very positive light, because that can often interfere with the initiation or what that person is saying, and that could be something that may trigger, or not so much trigger, but disconnect from the conversation. But yes, thank you, and I talk to you on Monday.